Okay, so, um, I'm not doing Dead by Daylight. Wow, shocker. Um, Stormworks, it's a game I've owned it on Steam for like pretty much as long as it's been out. It's been a few years at least. I think around 3-ish years, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but this it's like my second most played game on Steam, other than Dead by Daylight. Um, and I think it's a lot of fun. And so I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna play some of it, I might as well record it and upload it to YouTube. So basically, this game, it's you're kind of like playing the role of like a Coast Guard person, and like you start off the game, you're making boats. You go do missions, you earn money, you earn research points, you research more components to make your boats more complicated, and money lets you build bigger and bigger boats. Um, and then eventually you can work your way up to like helicopters and planes and trains and cars and literally anything you could ever want to build, you can do in this game. It's it's really really fun. So I'm gonna create a new game. It's gonna be a classic career mode. Uh, this standard career mode, there's just recently an update to the game. This is like super mega ultimate difficulty career. Like they don't say that, but that career mode is actually like in the old version of the game, it would have been considered like a super hard way to play. Like you can't teleport to different islands, you can't uh like your boats don't start with fuel in them, you have a limited amount of fuel. It's just a lot more complicated, and you don't really need to play it. I think it's more fun just do a classic career. Okay, so this is when you spawn in, you have your character. This is just what I made my character. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. You can have like a shark hat on. I like the sunglasses and the little mustache and goatee. I don't know. I think this is a pretty nice looking costume. Oh wait, I didn't I didn't even know if you click on him, he does all the different uh, emotes that you can do. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna leave him like this because this is what I always play with. That's just what my guy looks like. Um, and then in a second, we will spawn in on our own little island where we can begin construction of our first boat. Here we are. We're in our little house. You can change how you look in the wardrobe. You can sleep. Here, I'll show you. Like, there's a little sleep button. You can go into third person, and it kind of spins you around. You can sleep, and the time passes. That's a new mission thing. Uh, so if I look on the map, it's over here. It tells me boat's gone missing there. Gotta rescue the casualties to the ocean. Or rescue them to a hospital. And there's a hospital right there. This hospital always spawns in the same place. You always start right here, and then the hospital is always just south of it. That's always the same. Also, something I love about this game, like all the little tiny things around, you can just like pick up and like throw them, just for fun. There's really like nothing you can interact with other than like vehicles that you make. Now, none of it actually like does anything. You can just kind of throw books and stuff for fun. I mean, like the light switches work. That's pretty cool. And here we are. This is that's our little house. That's a giant radio tower, I guess. I'm not sure. That doesn't actually have a use in the game. It just looks cool. And then we can run down the hill. There's a little staircase down. This is just a big open area. I'm not sure actually why there's such a big area here. Like there's nothing you can do in this big area. It's just there to exist. This is where our boats will spawn in. That right there, I can zoom in a bit. That's like a fuel storage space. basically, if I did do like the hard mode career, and like I had a limited amount of fuel, I would have to like connect one of those hoses there and attach them to that winch, and then I could connect it. Like I could connect the hose to my vehicle and fill up my vehicle with fuel. But since I'm not playing the hard mode, I don't have to worry about that, and my boat just spawns in with fuel. And speaking of boats, that's probably all I'm going to be doing in this first episode. Next episode, I guess I'll do a few missions with the boat that I construct. And we will see how it turns out. So we go in here, and this is the editor. You can see it has a different size depending on what like you can buy different islands to get bigger construction areas to build bigger boats. I'm just gonna start by turning mirror mode on for the x-axis so that whatever I build on one side goes to the other side too. And this is gonna be the bottom of my boat, so I'm actually gonna move it down a little bit, like there. Okay, so this is the bottom of the boat. Just gonna make a big old rectangle to start. I'm not the best at making boats that look good, but I'm not horrible either. Like every once in a while, I make a boat that I'm really happy with. Let's see, I'm gonna do like this. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just do a time lapse, shouldn't I? Oh, by the way, if you were wondering, this menu, like you can see there's a lot of different components. I don't really use all of them. There's a few things that I won't end up using. Like there's a ton of different seats. I only really need one. Um, like there's pipes here, there's windows. You start with all of those, and then just all the regular building blocks. Um, there is like hundreds more items that you unlock through research. Here, actually, I'll show you the research menu right now. I'll save this boat real quick as exit, and if I go to the map and then hit research, you can see this is all the different, so that unlocks this many, and there you can see there's so many things that you unlock, and that's just the stuff that you can start researching now. In all of these locked things right here, these are all different researches you can get. It is insane. Or these are all the different items. There is so many that you don't have when you start. Also, these two buttons over here, cool trick, you can turn the lights on in here. Also, another thing, there's this giant crane thing, and there's controls here, so you can like move it around. You never really end up using this, because you can like carry boxes and stuff with your hand, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Anyways, back to the time lapse. Ooh, that is looking pretty nice. I won't lie. I really like this. I like this front. Now I gotta figure out what to do for the back. Good question. You know what? I'll do the back later. I can't think of anything right now. Okay, okay. So, now we have to work on the actual engines. So, if you've never played this game before, in this game, you got your engines. I'm gonna put 6. This is probably a bit more than I need. But something that you can do. If I left these all on 20 RPS, they would eat through fuel like crazy. But if you bump this down to 8, then they are like amazingly efficient with fuel. So you can like just spam engines and keep them all at 8 RPS, and it's a lot better. And you still go like about the same speed. So that's what I'm gonna do. Putting the RPS. Max power, just leave it at 100%. That doesn't really matter for efficient. Well, it kind of does, but not the same amount. Now, small engines, these are small engines. You only start with basic ones, like the small ones. They have 5 inputs, 1 output. So you have coolant in, coolant out. You have fuel, exhaust, and air. Air has to connect to some kind of fluid port above water level. The exhaust, it doesn't matter. It can go exhaust underneath the boat into the ocean. Fuel has to be connected to tanks with diesel fuel in them. And coolant in and out, it doesn't matter which one is which, but you have to connect them to fluid heat radiators. I think you can just connect the coolant to like ports into the water to cool it, to just get the ocean to cool the engines, but I haven't tested that, and I don't see why I have to, because this works fine. Okay, that's kind of the base of the boat. This is what I have. Now, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna spawn it in, test its buoyancy. See if I should make it more front heavy or back heavy. That looks pretty even to me, actually. Looks like really well, actually. I'm really happy with this. Then you can get up on it fine with the ladder. That is really, really nice. Sweet. Oh, then air, right. I still need that. So for air, my plan is what? I'm gonna save it and spawn it in to see how high above the water. I have an idea of where to put the airports. I just want to make sure that they will stay above water. This boat is kind of front heavy. Yeah, you can see it's leaning a bit to the front, which is not ideal. I can show off. This is the throttle, and I can hold 1 to start the engine, and you can see that they all start. Now why they're going so slow, that's a problem I have to figure out. Actually, no, I know exactly the reason. It's because they don't have air. Yeah, I guess I'll add the airports here. Not, not airports, like ports for air. Okay, well, now I'm down to my final step, which is to paint it. Okay, um, I guess my boat's done. I'm not sure if I wanted an orange. I think I'll keep it orange. I was, you probably saw, but I was thinking about maybe like this red color like, instead of the orange, or this brown color too. Um, I mean like probably not the brown one, but I'll just keep it as orange for now. It looks good anyways. I don't really care. I don't have a preference. It's not a huge deal which color the boat is. So I'm gonna save it and then spawn it in. You can see it basically, yeah, it literally used all of my money to build that. Um, but it's finished and it works. Look at this. Look at this thing go. And it has lights. Oops, oh, I'm about to run into that. Oh, I didn't take damage though, somehow. Um, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think this is a good boat. Probably one of the best starting boats I've ever built in terms of looks. Um, so that's that. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. That's not ideal. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. That's the end. That's the end.